Hey, fight fans, welcome back to Carl Prusa MMA. Today we've got a treat for you. We're over in Orlando, we're at Fusion XL, and I'm with Energy. He is one of the best flyweights in the world. He's Mr. Charles Johnson. Charles, what's going on, my friend?
What's good, brother? How you doing?
Doing good, man. Awesome. We're out here, practice. Some exciting news. You recently got a big fight announced, fighting over in China, taking on Lone'er Kavanagh. It's pretty cool to get another fight, get to fight internationally.
Yeah. First time fighting in China, getting over to Asia again. I spent almost 2 years in Thailand. It's not quite the same, but I'm excited about it.
You know, this gym here has been a powerhouse in Central Florida for many of years now. You know, recently you came in here, Terrence McKinney came in here, and the team looks a little different. It's doing better than ever, in my opinion. What's it like to be able to train here with Julian and the rest of the guys?
It's great, man. A lot of guys to pick their brain from. You got like Mike Davis. I love picking his brain. Like all my teammates, great. Like when Rodolfo's here, I always play around with Rodolfo, one of the best jiu-jitsu practitioners. And not to mention a lot of like guys around my weight, amateurs coming up, early pros that are like undefeated fighting on combat night. So we have a great promotion, regional promotion from here. So guys are always looking to achieve stuff and get better. The guys who are coming here and the athletes that are here are always striving to get better. So it's a good atmosphere for people, and we got a lot of weight classes. So it's always fun to play around with different bodies.
You know, so many people are watching MMA now. Obviously, you have shows almost every single weekend, all these different promotions. And I think for the most part, casual fans understand what you guys are doing, but they don't see the sacrifices, right? They don't see battling down the regional scene to get to a big platform like the UFC, having to work that 9-to-5 job because you're not making millions of dollars there, missing birthdays, Thanksgivings, dinners, not seeing family nearly enough, dedicating your whole life to this craft. You've been doing it for a long time, man. What's made you want to keep going?
Honestly, just manifestation. You know, every step of the way you meet a new milestone. I got a book, you know, that I've always checked off milestones in, and every now and then I go back and I look at the things that I've accomplished along the way, and it's always something else to put on my shoulders. I always feel like I'm carrying a heavy weight because I got high expectations for myself, and so for me it's just always looking to that next goal and constantly achieving them, you know, and when you continue to achieve them, you feel like you can do anything. So for me, it's just about the next thing, the next practice, the next goal of learning something. And I always feel like I'm a kid in martial arts because I didn't start in MMA. I started in track and field. And for me, I just feel like I'm just now hitting like my solid ground of being a true martial artist. So it's fun time for me.
For you, do you feel fighting is more mental than is physical?
It's a little bit of both. Some guys are blessed with God-given talent, God-given abilities that other guys don't have. And then that's when you see guys like a GSP who can put the mental with the physical and then become Hall of Famers. You know, John Jones, mental with the physical. He's got a great mind for it and the physical. Somebody who didn't have the physical, a smaller package, Mighty Mouse, you know, but he had the mental. You know, so it's a mixture of everything. And then it's always that spiritual battle you got to balance along the way with family and life and everything else going on. So to be a true martial artist, you know, artists that I'm in tune with now that I'm starting to watch a little more and listen to a little more. It's super weird, maybe a little autistic, but Yuri Prohaska, I love him. Yeah, but I align with that samurai way, you know. I'm reading into like Bushido things and learning about Ikigai and just different things in the Japanese culture I align with. So, yeah, it's a full life.
For you, what does it mean to call yourself a martial artist?
Just be a full human. You know, being a martial artist, being a human being at the end of the day is love, it's sacrifice. That samurai way, when you say something, you hold yourself to it. That's a human trait as well that I align as a man. If I give someone my word, I always hold true to it. So being a martial artist is just being a good human being, honestly.
So you're taking on Lone'er Kavanagh coming up, a kid who's made some noise, one of the top prospects in the UFC right now. Overall, what do you think of him as an opponent?
He's good. He's good. I'm good too, you know. And I look at myself as a prospect as well. I've been here for 3 years now, and in that amount of time, I've done more than everyone in my weight class. You know, only other guy close I knocked out, you know. So for me, it's just about continue doing what I'm doing. I fought tougher competition than anyone outside of Brandon Royval. He's the only one who's fought tougher competition over the last 3 years. I fought 4 undefeated guys, you know, in the UFC. It's like I've been testing myself all the way along the way. So once I break that seal, and I'm hoping this is the fight to do it, I go out here, have a spectacular performance, get my hand raised by any means necessary, and then continue to put performances together. I'm very excited about where I am in my journey right now.
You know, a lot of people have seen you fight, and I think it's because you're one of the most active guys in the UFC, man. You're always taking fights, staying busy. For the last one, you're on a 4-5 win streak. I mean, took out some top guys. Van, who's fighting for the #1 contender right now, coming up. Staying busy, staying active, does that help you carry that momentum?
Yeah, activity is longevity. I've said it from the time I got in the UFC. And I looked at the people who did that well. You had a Nate Diaz, you had Charles Oliveira, Max Holloway. Those are just some of the biggest names you can think of. But Clay Guida, you look at Miller, you look at these other guys who have long careers, activity. It's just Bobby Green, like guys who've been around forever. And even Randy Brown, like guys been here, Khalil Roundtree, they've been around for a long time, activity. They've been active, but they've been here for a while. You casually look at their career and like, man, they made a solid career out of this. So just being smart about things, but just healthy and continuing to being a full martial artist, putting my time in, and being a professional. Being a professional is big. Learning how to recover, learning how to manage my days, my workouts. And when I was younger, I used to go balls to the wall hard all day, all long, like 4 hours. Like I condense my training sessions and I work smarter now, and I get just as much out of it. So, because I always worked hard. So that was never the thing, right? But yeah, man, I'm looking at this guy like Lonnie, and he seems like he's been a martial artist his entire life, and it's exciting to test myself against guys like that.
All right, Charles, last question for you, my friend. In a perfect world, what is the outcome when you take on Lone'er Kavanagh?
In a perfect world, I get a finish, and I can see that in many different ways. I feel like it can come down to being like a point battle, because he points a lot. He has a lot of kicks, a lot of pointing. He has a lot of good quick twitch, and so it's going to be it could be a slow fight if I allow it to be, but I just want to get right to it. Honestly, I want to get right to it, and it's kind of like before I fought Azat Maxim, I fought Esteban. He was undefeated, and I beat him up in the 3rd round, and I lost the decision. And I carried that momentum from that 3rd round into my fight with Azat. And when I fought Azat Maxim, who's fighting today, the number 12 guy, he's 0-1 in the UFC, and I beat him. He's fighting a ranked guy before me, but anyway, I got to it quickly, and I put my hands on him quickly. So in a perfect world, I get my hands on him quickly, and we start the fight in that first minute. And I'm going to teach him something about himself, I believe. I know it. And I'm going to learn something, too, about him. But I think I'm more battle tested. So that's what I'm excited about, just getting into the grind of that fight and not being pretty at all.
Well, Charles, man, thank you so much for your time, my friend. He is Mr. Charles Johnson. I'm Carl Prusa. Stick around, fight fans.